What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're going to be doing a mid-taper on one of my clients, so stay tuned. We started off by saturating the hair and parting it in place. Now that we're done putting the hair up, we could debulk with the 3-guard all the way open. Make sure to feed the hair into the clipper with the comb and flick out with your clipper. This is so we could debulk the sides and build our silhouette. Now we're switching over to our 4-guard all the way open, and we're going above the 3-guard all the way open about a ½ inch. Now we can switch over to our clipper over comb method and debulk the sides. Remember to tilt the comb at a certain angle when blending. I like to blend when my clipper is vertical and debulk when my clipper is horizontal. Now we're switching over to our thinning shears, and we're making sure we thin out the hair. I make sure I pick up the hair with my comb and cut what is needed to cut. Now we're switching over to the back, and we're using our 4-guard all the way open to debulk the sides. Again, we're using our clipper over comb to blend in the bulk. Also remember, when a client is requesting a pushback, to leave weight near the occipital bone, just so that the hair on top could fall back and flow nicely. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now that we're done creating our silhouette, we can move on to the back taper and create our first guideline. Now that we're done botting them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. Remember to use the blade and lever all the way closed and midway to help you erase that initial guideline. Also, make sure you stretch the skin with your opposite hand to give you more space. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to the 1-guard all the way open and create our third guideline. With this same guard, you're going to use the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the half guard. Now that the line is soft enough, we can switch over to this half guard and erase the line completely. Also, make sure you spend more time here because we are nearing the occipital bone. Switching over to our 2-guard all the way open, we're creating our 4th guideline and we're getting ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that the line is soft enough with the 2 guard, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Sometimes there's still a fade line after using the 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using its corners will help. Now we're using the 3 guard all the way open and we're blending into our silhouette. After we're done detailing the taper, we moved down to the neckline and we started off at the bottom and worked our way to the top arch. You want to be very careful near this area because the skin is very tender and thin. Moving on to the side taper, we're making our first guideline at a curve, and then we're going to bald them out and shave his sideburns. Now that we're done balding him out, you want to follow that same shape with the no guard all the way open and continue to use the lever to blend. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to the 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Now that we're done with our 1 guard, we can move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. Here I'm switching over to the 3 guard all the way open and we're continuing to debulk the sides. Now that we're done with our side taper, we can move on to our Gold FX and continue to line up the C cup. I always start my way off at the bottom and work my way to the top arch. Slowly make sure the hair feeds into the clipper, because if you don't, the hair won't be cut. Okay, now before we line him up, we're gonna pin up his hair and debulk with the 1.5 guard all the way open. Once we're done debulking, we're starting off in the middle with our Goat FX and working our way to the sides. Here I'm using a razor comb to blend in the side a little bit smoother. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe is greatly appreciated. Also, if you made it this far into the video, please leave a comment down below. I'm definitely gonna reply. Here we're moving on to our Turkish razor and Derby Premium blades, and we're gonna make him as crispy as possible. Make sure you use shave gel. Also, make sure you stretch the skin with your opposite hand so they don't cut them, and then also make sure you keep the blade at a 45-degree angle. What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid taper on my uncle, so stay tuned. We're starting off by creating our first guideline and balding out with our Goat FX. Now that we're done balding him out, we can move on to the top and debulk with 3 guard all the way open. Now that we're done debulking the top, we can move on to the no guard all the way open. Remember, when attempting to blend out your initial guideline, closing the lever midway and all the way closed will help you out. Also, remember to stretch the skin with your opposite hand so you can have more space to blend. Now that we're done blending our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. With this same guard, we're going to use the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the half guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with the one guard, we can move on to the half guard and erase the line completely. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now we're moving on to the two guard all the way open and we're creating our fourth guideline. Remember, we're using this same guard and the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done using our lever, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Sometimes the line doesn't fully come out, so switching over to your one guard all the way open and using its corners will help. Now we're switching over to our 3 guard all the way open and we're continuing to blend into the top. Here I'm using the 3 guard all the way open. Now that we're done with the back taper, we can move on to the side. We're starting off with our gold FX and we're creating a rainbow shape guideline. Now that we're done making our first guideline, we can move on to the no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. Remember to follow the same shape. Now that we're done blending out our initial guideline, we can move on to the one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Now that we're done softening up the line with the one guard, we can move on to the half guard and erase the line completely. Now I'm moving on to my two guard all the way open and I'm creating my fourth guideline. This is gonna get us ready for the 1.5 guard. Remember to use your lever and stretch the skin. Now that the line is soft enough, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Here I'm switching over to my previous guards and I'm detailing the taper. Now that we're done with the side taper, we can move on to the neckline. I usually start off at the bottom and work my way to the top arch. Now we're going to debulk the beard with the 1.5 guard all the way open, which is equivalent to a 2 guard closed. We're going to begin to blend in the beard. We're starting off with our no guard all the way open and we're creating our first guideline. Now we're moving on to the 1 guard all the way open and we're creating our second guideline. Remember to always use the lever. Here I'm lining up the back of the beard. I like to make sure my client's head is tilted a little bit at an angle so I don't bite them with the teeth of the trimmer. Now we're moving on to the C cups. I always start off at the bottom and work my way to the top arch. Remember to go slow and take your time, make sure the hair feeds into the clipper. Now we're moving on to the front line. We're starting off in the middle and working our way to the sides. Also, always make sure to comb down the hair with the comb and then line up. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now we're moving on to our Turkish razor and Derby premium blades, and we're going to make them as crispy as possible. Always remember to stretch the skin and make sure you're holding the blade at a 45-degree angle.